Hi, and welcome back to the second part of the lesson for section 3.1. So now now that we know what the terms are and what the like terms are, we're going to start to talk about how to combine them so that we can write expressions in their simplest form. So let's start with another example. And we're going to start with 3y plus 12 subtract y subtract 6. As you start working with algebra, one of the things that's really important is that you write everything out, is that you write each of the steps. Don't try to shorten any steps. It leads to errors. So we're going to start with this. We're going to rewrite it like we did to identify terms. We're going to rewrite it as addition. So 3y plus 12 plus a negative y, because we're adding the opposite, plus a negative 6, again, because we're adding the opposite. So you're going to rewrite the problem as addition. All right, now let's start identifying like terms. So let's change our pen color. And we're going to identify like terms. And I'm going to do this in color, and I'm going to do it in different shapes because sometimes you guys don't have colored pens. So we're going to put a circle around all the like terms. So 3y and negative y are like terms. So now let's go find all the constants. So now we're going to put a square around the constants. So now we know that the things that are circled in red are like terms, and the things squared in blue are also like terms. All right, now we're going to rewrite this, and we're going to rewrite this in order of the like terms. And we can rewrite it because of the commutative property that says that we can rewrite addition, we can reorder it. So we have 3y plus a negative y plus 12 plus a negative 6. Okay, so now we're going to start to combine the like terms. So 3y plus a negative y is 2y. Because if you have 3 y's and you add a negative 1 to it, you end up with 2 y's. And we're going to combine the 12 and the 6. A common mistake is to try to combine these two together to get maybe 8 or even 8y, but you can't combine them because they're not like terms. One of the things about expressions is that when you simplify them, you don't get just one number. You get the simplest expression, which might have different variables in it. So the simplest form of 3y plus 12 subtract y subtract 6 is 2y plus 6. That's the simplest way that you can write it. Okay. Let's try another one. Okay, let's try one with the distributive property. Negative 2 times n plus 4 plus 2n. Okay, we can't simplify this with the parentheses. The things that are in the expressions that are in the simplest form do not have parentheses, and all of their like terms are combined. We can't combine the n and the 2n here because you have this 2 on the outside. So we need to distribute the negative 2 into the things that are in the parentheses. So negative 2 times n is negative 2n. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8 plus 2n. Well, let's rewrite this as an addition problem. So negative 2n plus a negative 8 plus 2n. Okay, so now we're going to identify like terms. So we're going to put in blue the n's. So we have a negative 2n and 2n. And then we're going to go identify what all the constants are. The constant is negative 8. All right, so now we're going to rewrite this problem with the like terms together. So negative 2n plus 2n plus a negative 8. So these like terms, when I combine negative 2 and I add negative 2n plus 2n, is actually 0. Plus negative 8 becomes just negative 8. This one did simplify down to just a single number, but that's only because when you took negative 2n and added 2n, those became 0. This doesn't always happen. In this case, it did. All right, why don't you try some on your own? So I want you to try, let's see here, 14 subtract 3z plus 8 plus z. And then also try 3q plus 1 subtract 4. Okay, pause me and go see how you do on these. Hi, welcome back. So let's see how you did. Remember, the first step we do is, if there's no parentheses, we rewrite the problem as an addition. So 14 plus a negative 3z plus 8 plus z. All right, well, let's identify the like terms. And the z's, you have a negative 3z and a z. All right, let's now go identify the constants. So 14 and 8. All right, so back to, I was interrupted by my dogs. So back to this. So we identified the like terms, the z's and the constants. So now we're going to rewrite this so that all of the like terms are together. So 14 plus 8 plus a negative 3z plus z. So 14 plus 8 is 22. Negative 3z plus z is negative 2z. Because if you have negative 3z's and you add 1, positive 1, you end up with a negative 2z. Okay, let's try this one. So first thing we have to do is distribute this 3 into the parentheses. So that is 3q plus 3 subtract 4. Okay, we're going to rewrite this as an addition problem. So 3q plus 3 plus a negative 4. All right, let's identify like terms. So let's start with our q's. Well, we really only have one term that has a q in it, so just 3q. And then we're going to find all the constants. And it has a 3 and a negative 4. And they're actually already all written next to each other, so I think we can just go set about solving this and making it simpler. So 3q is still 3q. It couldn't add or subtract anybody. And then 3 plus a negative 4 is negative 1. And we mathematicians like to rewrite this so it looks like that. 3q subtract 1. So that's 2 examples on how to do this. Good luck, and I'll see you in class.